Ciao, today I'm going to show you how to cook fish in the oven with an easy French technique called en papillote, which means wrapped, and it creates a very moist and juicy result. These tips and techniques are what I've learned from my life in France over 30 years. They're simple, delicious, and family friendly. And as usual, at the end, I'm going to share easy meal ideas and how you can repurpose the leftovers. So good, nobody will know they're leftovers, and you'll want to have them on purpose. If you want to learn how to take the stress out of family dinner and create more meaningful meal times, hit subscribe, because that's what we do here. Fish en papillote means baking fish wrapped in either parchment paper or foil. It's a moist cooking technique that creates a very tender and juicy fish. I'm going to give you a variety of ingredients to put on top. To start, grab a baking dish and a piece of tin foil. You're going to press your foil into the pan. Then we're going to put the fish in and all of the yummy ingredients. And then the oven does the rest of the work. We're going to be using cod today. You can use whitefish, sea bass, salmon, almost anything. I'm choosing cod today because next week I'm doing a video on another French classic dish made with cod or the leftovers from today. Unwrap your fish and place it right in the foil. And voila, just like that. Okay, we're almost done. We just have to put the ingredients on top. Your choice of ingredients can be as simple as lemon slices, tomato, olive oil, sea salt and pepper. It takes as long as it takes to slice a lemon and a tomato, and it's ready to go. Some other fabulous combinations you can see in the description below are different herbs such as tarragon, parsley, thyme. Chopped shallot is very good. Black cured olives or green olives. Capers is particularly good on fish. Capers, parsley, lemon, simple drizzle of olive oil. You can even use sun-dried tomatoes. Today, I'm going to be putting fennel slices, orange, and tarragon. You can put the fennel tucked under, or you can sprinkle it on top. It is up to you. Orange and fennel are a fabulous combination. Thinly sliced fennel with sliced orange and a vinaigrette is a wonderful salad for a starter, and you can find a vinaigrette dressing recipe below. Let's cut a few slices of orange, and you do not need to peel it. The skin will also give fabulous flavor. Before we add our orange slices, or lemon if you're using lemon, now is the time to add a little bit of olive oil and or butter. I'm going to add a little bit of both because the cod is not a very fatty fish as compared to sea bass and salmon, which are more oily fish, heavier fish. I suggest using just olive oil with those, but with cod, a little butter and olive oil. So we're just going to put a light drizzle of olive oil on top. That's all you need. A little bit of butter just sprinkled around so that it is evenly distributed. You can do what you like. The concept of fish en papillote is going to give you a fabulous result for your fish. You can put herbs on next. You can put the herbs on after the orange, and it'll be so pretty. And one thing we do here at Return to the Table is work with what we have and get very creative with what I call your kitchen intuition. So it's time for dinner. You have fish. You can look through the refrigerator and see what you have. The key is to wrap it tightly, and that will cook the fish very moistly. Et voila. That goes in the oven at 350. Cooking time is going to vary depending on the amount and the type of fish. Check it after 15 minutes and see if it's flaky. If it's done, dinner's ready. Even though it's out of the oven, the fish is going to continue to cook as long as you have it wrapped up, and it'll stay warm. So you can place this right on the dining room table so it's ready to serve after you've finished your first course. If you have any questions about the recipe or the cooking technique, just type it in the comments below and be happy to answer. Here are some tips on when to cook it and how to make the process of getting dinner ready easier. Imagine you come home from work. First thing you do, get your fish en papillote prepared and in the oven. You can see this process can take under 5 minutes, maybe even 3, depending on what you're using. Then go get settled in and get comfortable. Come back to the kitchen, and we're going to prepare a first course or a third course. I teach eating in courses because, as you will see, it makes getting a meal on the table much easier, provides variety to please everyone, and a nutritious, balanced meal. Maybe you've heard of the French paradox, which is an age-old question. How can the French stay thin when they have a routine of eating butter and cream in their diet? Eating in courses is one of the secrets. It creates variety, satisfaction, small portions, eating slowly, and therefore you eat less. And when the food is wholesome and fresh, you digest it easily. This is one of the topics that I write about in my book. If you're interested to know more, make sure you hit subscribe so you know when it's coming out. So let's add a first or a third course and something that we don't even have to cook. If you have soup prepared ahead of time in the freezer, I always suggest that. Take it out in the morning, it's thawed when you get home, just warm it up. There's your first course with your fish. And instead of having a complicated side dish or having to cook something else, add a third course that doesn't require any cooking, such as a slice of good cheese and bread, or fruit, small piece of dark chocolate. For kids, it could be yogurt and honey. There's so many options. I have some ideas below. And you have a fabulous meal. Fish en papillote, 5-minute prep time, oven does the work, soup, salad, or sliced vegetables with little boursin cheese drizzled with olive oil, simple prep time, and maybe a third course, bread and cheese, fruit salad, and dinner's done. Another great and easy idea is to serve rice on the side. The fish will create a lot of juice, and you just drizzle that juice over the rice, et voila. So simple, so good. Tip, have your rice made ahead of time, so all you have to do is warm it, and there's no waiting for the rice to cook that evening. I always say if you have a pot of rice made for the week, you'll use it for something. And lastly, a special idea for a third course or dessert. Because this is a light dish, you can have a heavier third course, such as a French crepe with fresh fruit, maybe even a little fresh cream. And you can find that recipe down below as well. Thank you for joining me today. Hit like if this idea is going to help you make easy family dinners, and make sure you hit subscribe because I have 2 more videos coming that are going to show you how to repurpose leftover fish en papillote into 2 more classic French recipes that are also very easy and delicious. And I don't want you to miss those. For today, here's one for you to take home. Use the leftover fish to make a crab cake, but not with crab, with whitefish or cod. So take any basic crab cake recipe and just substitute the crab for the fish, and you have a fabulous meal, which goes really well with Caesar salad, and there's a recipe link below for you. Ciao for now.